Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is standing firm in his defense of the military takeover of Gaza City, despite mounting international outrage and dire warnings from the United Nations. The operation, which Israel says was necessary to eliminate militant strongholds, has sparked protests across the globe and intensified calls for an immediate ceasefire. In a televised address, Netanyahu declared that the mission was a decisive step towards securing Israel's safety. He insisted that Hamas' remaining capabilities in Gaza City have been dismantled and that Israel will not retreat until its objectives are fully met. His comments come amid growing criticism from both allies and rivals, who warn that the situation is pushing the region toward an unprecedented humanitarian disaster. The United Nations has issued a stark warning, describing the crisis as a looming calamity for the civilian population of Gaza. UN officials report that tens of thousands of residents have been displaced, with limited access to food, clean water, and medical care. Humanitarian agencies are struggling to reach affected areas, citing ongoing shelling and blocked supply routes. International condemnation is building. Several European nations have accused Israel of using disproportionate force, while some Middle Eastern governments are calling for emergency sessions at the UN Security Council. Even Washington, Israel's strongest ally, has urged restraint and demanded that humanitarian corridors remain open for aid delivery. Inside Israel, reactions are sharply divided. Supporters of Netanyahu's strategy see the Gaza City takeover as a necessary victory in the fight against terrorism. Critics, however, fear it will further isolate Israel on the world stage, strain relations with key partners, and fuel even more violence in the months ahead. Meanwhile, on the ground in Gaza, the situation remains dire. Residents describe scenes of destruction and desperation, with many families forced to flee multiple times in search of safety. Aid groups warn that without immediate intervention, the crisis could spiral into a full-scale humanitarian catastrophe. Despite the mounting pressure, Netanyahu appears unwilling to change course. He maintains that the operation is essential for Israel's long-term security and that history will vindicate his decisions. Whether that proves true, or leads to deeper regional instability, is a question the world will be watching closely in the coming weeks. So, is this a necessary defense of national security, or a move that will deepen Israel's isolation and fuel a worsening crisis? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for fast, real-time updates on this story as it unfolds. Like if you found this breakdown helpful, and share it if you think more people need to hear the real story behind the headlines. This is USA News Report. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.